Body language. How to read and analyze people with nonverbal communication. Written by George Morrison, narrated by Peter Roman.
Introduction. Body language is considered in unison as the form of nonverbal communication par excellence. Facial mimicry, facial expressions and movements, posture and gestures are of fundamental importance in the perspective of social interaction for the simple reason that they can accompany words, marking their meaning more clearly. It is precisely the language of the body that allows you to know the individual more deeply and in his interiority. All this because, more than words, mimic is the one that can reveal the meaning of intentions, intuitions, and the real will of others. For the series, when it is said that a gesture is worth 1,000 words, it is because it is a certain direct style to come out, something that verbal communication is not always able to do. Origins. Start with the assumption that the human body never lies. When it does, however, your real thoughts and concrete aspirations can be betrayed. Reason for this, to learn the correct reading of nonverbal signals coming from our interlocutors and to be well aware of those that you are going to send is essential with a view to a satisfying interaction with those around you. If words are more or less simple to control, posture and gestures cannot be managed easily for the simple reason that they are linked to the subconscious. In the body language category, one of the most interesting studies has as its protagonist the expressiveness of facial mimicry. On November 26, 1872, Charles Darwin published The Expression of Emotions in Man and Animals, where he highlighted the parallels that existed between man and animal when emotions were revealed. The British naturalist emphasized in this work how mimicry was acquired through learning or was already innate and, in fact, had no connection with the subject's cultural sphere. More than a century later, Ray Lewis Birdwhistell, a well-known American anthropologist, maintained the existence of a paralanguage centered on precise bodily movements that form a veritable grammar which can be analyzed along the same lines as what occurs with communication verbal type. In other words, by developing a critical observation spirit, you can count on all the necessary basis for the correct deciphering of the latent meanings of the unsaid by the individual with whom you are entertaining.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?